Welcome everybody to another rendition of Delete Lawz. So we're here at the police station. We're at the police station. What is going on out there in the land of YouTube? Hit the like button if you would, please. Police. It says community policing area. Let's see what we got here as far as community. Oh, there's no way to get in there. There's no way to get into that community policing area. I wonder if they're gonna. I wonder if it's one of these places that you can't get any access to the police if they hide behind locked doors and stuff like that. I don't know the answer. We will find out though. We'll see. We should be able to get in wherever we go. All right. So this is the police department. Right here. Let's see. I'm gonna grab my phones right here real quick. Let's see what we got. All right. Not too shabby. So you got your flag here. You know, what I always wonder is how it became patriotic to be a copper. I just don't know how that's an actual thing. You know, I know they yeah. So these are the city managers or whatever. It says mayor, council member. It says, yeah, so hit the like button if you would, please. Hit the like button. Yeah, let's see if we can get somebody. Auxiliary aides. Hey, do you got a PIO officer in today or anything?
We have the watch commander on duty.
Sure, could I talk to that watch commander for a second? Thanks a lot, appreciate that. They make the police department lobbies so small now, don't they? The police department lobbies are this tiny little area and they're all, can I see through that? You can kind of see through it, but not really. Kind of tough to see. Kind of tough to see. Is that copper right there? There he is. Is he gonna come out? Oh, he's not gonna come out. So that's a copper, but he's not gonna come out. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. See if we can get a copper to come out and have a conversation with us here. Let's see what we got. Watch commander. This door here? Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm losing the jail weight. I've been on a pretty good diet. Slowly but surely the sides are starting to disappear. You see the sides? I had so many love handles from gaining so much weight in the dungeon when I was put in that dungeon. It was absolutely terrible. DLZ Clips, hit the like button. If you guys are watching on DLZ Clips, hit the like button on DLZ Clips. DLZ Clips, see, because I got the double phone going here, and that's DLZ Clips. So hit the like button over there on DLZ Clips, because there's only, there it is. Now there's three likes on DLZ Clips. Pretty weird. That's all right. That's all right. So recruitment. So your salary is $6,000. Your recruit salary is $6,000 to $9,000 a month. So $6,000 police officer salary ranges from $7,200 to $9,600 a month here in Southern California. Okay. Cool. The city of Monrovia is looking for highly motivated. Let me put my glasses on just here real quick.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing, man? What is it?
You need to talk to somebody?
To you.
No, I'm asking. I thought someone said you needed me.
You're the watch commander, right? Yeah, this is a First Amendment audit. So I go from police department to police department around the country, and I go in and film, and I ask the police questions as what's going on with your department. I noticed that a lot of the police departments I'm going to right now, you guys are trying to hire more people.
Oh, yes, always.
What's your shortage right now here?
I'm trying to think how many we are short.
So sorry, what's your name, officer?
Lieutenant Harvey.
Lieutenant Harvey. Nice to meet you, Mr. Harvey. My pleasure. So how many, do you know how many officers you're short here now?
I'm thinking we're probably down 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
So we're getting up there, if not more. I don't know exactly.
In a department that has how many approximately?
We try to staff around.
I'm from community development. And I'm
Around
trying
50 to
call
52.
one of the finance
So
employees
here's the
by
thing,
phone.
right? Like I've been doing this for a long time. You know, lots and lots of people watch my channel, and they like interaction, but you know, they like the drama and stuff. But what I'm finding is that eventually we're going to have to come more together. Do you know? Because right now, every police officer that I talk to says it's hell out there for him. You know, guy last night I walked up to him and said, "Back the blue," and he gave me a fist and turned around and stopped in the street and said, "Thank you so much for saying that."
Yeah, I mean, we don't hear that.
Right,
You know?
right. So from my estimation with the, you know, millions of people that watch my videos, it's the policies, procedures, and protocols as why recruitment is down. You know, the idea of lay on my belly, get on my knees, put me in cuffs and stuff like that, that may have worked in the 70s. But now with the camera, right, I can walk up to, like I tell you, you know, Mr. Harvey, this is a First Amendment audit right off the bat. So now, you know, I've invoked my First Amendment right to be press. Now anything that happens after this, I can get it removed on First Amendment grounds, right? So that's changed. I'm changing that now. I now announce this is a First Amendment audit when I go to police departments. But the problem is that you get a guy that snatches some groceries from a woman, and he's running down the street and the cops jump on top of him, right? And as soon as they get on top of him and start beating on him, then the guy who snatched the groceries is the good guy and the cop is the bad guy, right? Because lay on your belly and I'm gonna put my knees on you and stuff like that. Optically here on the camera, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. So what I'm doing, I'm talking to police officers now about digital detainment. About you have a body cam on right there, you walk up, even a guy that's hit his wife or even has done something violent, instead of grabbing him and putting the cuffs on him, why not give him an opportunity to be digitally detained? In other words, you're detained here, you're still gonna do the pat down to make sure he doesn't have any weapons, but then after that, you don't gotta put the cuffs on, and if the guy punched his wife in the eye, which is atrocious, but if he does, which happens, which is probably your #1 call, right, domestic?
Well, it's up there.
It's up there, right? So then he can get in the car without being put in the cuffs.
But then it's a safety issue.
Officer safety,
Yes.
which comes from
things happening.
Terry versus Ohio,
Yes,
1968.
and if we didn't cuff him inside the residence and he hits the wife again, after we know a crime's been committed, we can detain him in cuffs. If we didn't do that, he hits her, she can come back and sue us then for not doing our jobs and detaining him.
Well, see, the problem is, though, as soon as you put, and around here, they call them torture cuffs.
Okay.
Around here, they're called torture cuffs. As soon as you put the cuffs on someone, then you create an enemy of the police who will then walk around for the rest of their lives saying that the cops are the worst people ever.
Yeah.
Right? And
not everyone's gonna like us, unfortunately.
right, and there's a lot of bad actors. You know, the bad actors, there's just a few bad apples, right? It's just a few bad ones.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone's perfect.
Not everyone's perfect, but so like you even know the bad ones here on your department, but you can't get rid of them because the FOP and because of the policies that you signed the contract with the city where you can't get rid of a bad copper. So what I'm saying to you though is we have to change the policies, procedures, and protocols, or it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse, and more people will hate police. You know, look, I'm not fond of cops. I don't like very many cops. I'm not nice. I mean, I'm changing my approach a little bit because we have to eventually get together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just can't say, you know, F the blue and that's gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Eventually, but see, officer safety is taking precedent over our rights, and that's the problem. If the safety of the officers is more important than my rights, then our rights are not important.
Well, the safety of officers and the safety of everybody else as well.
But the officer safety comes from Terry versus Ohio. There was never a need for officer safety before 1968. And as you know, segregation ended in 1964. So 3 years after segregation ends, then we have to have an officer safety clause, and reasonable articulable suspicion only began in 1968 with Terry versus Ohio. So what I'm saying is, if I can reach one copper at a time, and if you actually start to think that, like, I talk to lots of cops, like literally millions of people watch my channel. So if that means that 9 out of 10 stops are nonviolent, then why can't we move to a nonviolent approach of engagement? Because right now, cops are going hands-on in like 10 seconds. There's thousands, it's not 1 or 2 videos, you know, it's not.
Towards more de-escalation as well.
Well,
So it's
shoot.
not always hands-on.
You really think you're going toward de-escalation? I mean, it's going to, from the police academy, I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna make you. Like, those 3 steps is not.
Well, now, honestly, I went through the police academy 26 years ago.
We're about the same age then.
Yes, things have changed.
Are you 50? Are you 50?
I'm in my 50s, yeah.
Oh, I just turned 50.
So now we're protected.
Hey, we're a protected class, yes.
So
You can't
I
go.
don't know exactly what they're teaching, but I know what we're going over with the officers is more de-escalation issues.
We're not.
Tactics.
I wish we're not seeing it though. We're not seeing it on our side.
Okay.
Here on video, every day, millions. I don't have to search for content.
Video can change. Video may not start when we first get there and talk to someone for 5-10 minutes.
Right.
And then we have to go hands-on. So people will come up, and as soon as they see something happen, that's when they start videotaping, and all we see is from that point on.
Okay.
So they don't see what happens before then.
I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah.
Let's.
Every issue is different.
Every call is different. So here's what happens. For whatever reason, you're investigating me. I don't want to do something. So then you go hands on and put me in cuffs. And then I say, no, okay, I'll give you my ID. And then we're hearing cops are saying, well, we're past that now. Whoa, we're past that.
Once you put someone in handcuffs, it doesn't mean the handcuffs can't come off.
Right, but we're not seeing that. What we're seeing is you say, hey, you got to give ID because you hit a parked car. Well, I didn't mean to hit a parked car. I don't think I hit a parked car. Yes, you did hit a parked car. That goes back and forth for 15 minutes. Okay. You run out of patience. And you're like, all right, I'm putting you in cuffs. You're under arrest. So you put me in cuffs and you say I'm under arrest. And then I say, well, do you have a video of that? And you say, yeah, there's a video from the Quickie Mart. You hit the car. And then I go, oh, shoot, okay. Well, let me give you my ID. No, we're past that now. Now you're going to jail. Mm-hmm. That's what we're seeing. Yeah. No, we're past that now. And that phrase from every police department in America should be banned. We're past that now means you're suspended for a month. That's what that should equal. I mean, you're the lieutenant, so you have some level of in charge here. I know there's a guy above you, and it's always a pass the buck thing that's above my pay grade. Oh, it goes to this guy. No, I can't make that decision, but you can. You can start to say, if you say we're past that now, you're suspended for the day. For the next day, you're off work. Because we're past that now means that doesn't matter what you said, doesn't matter how this went down, I lost my patience, and so now we're under arrest. It's not like some magic moat that every time the drawstring goes down, then it's locked in place. Mm-hmm. But we're seeing that. We're seeing that, like going down the rabbit hole as you and I talk, yep. I can very easily see how someone could lose their patience. A guy hit a parked car, he won't give ID, you have probable cause, mm-hmm. he won't give you his ID, then you say, okay, I'm putting you in cuffs. Then once the guy's in cuffs, boy, a stark reality hits as soon as those cuffs, torture cuffs are. Let me put them on you, Mr. Harvey. Let me put them on you. Let me put them on you, cop style. You had them on cop style?
In training, yes.
No. I'm talking. You called my mama you called my mama bitch, and now I'm going to put the cuffs on you. That's what I'm talking about.
We don't put them any tighter than anybody else.
No, this is the only police department in America where torture cuffs do not torture people, right?
Yeah. I'm not going to say anyone else should do that at all.
But so I was just in jail for 4 months,
okay.
Right? I was wrongfully convicted. My conviction was because I film cops. Okay. Nevada is the only place I've ever been arrested for filming cops, okay. And now I just got my conviction overturned on appeal, and now I'm suing them. Okay. They're gonna have to pay me. But here's the reason I'm telling you that is because when I was in jail, they would often arrest you in jail. If you do something wrong in the dorm, which I've never been to jail in that kind of setting before. So then they would come in and put cuffs on the guy and arrest him and take him to the hole. Then I sat down with the guard and I said, hey man, did you know torture cuffs are always torture? And he goes, yeah, they are torture. And then I said, which ones are the worst ones? He said, my sergeants are the worst. He's got them small and he's got a hinge on there. So when you put them on, boy, within a couple minutes, you're squealing, please take these off me, please. So, I mean, we can get there, Mr. Harvey, right? We do realize handcuffs, if you don't want to call them torture cuffs, that's fine. You're not talking, you sure? Couple old men over here talking. Can't get you over to my side, huh?
Restraints at best.
Restraints at best. You're going to get some, put a one in the chat if torture cuffs are always torture. I mean, Mr. Harvey seems to be a nice guy, but at the same time, okay, so then let's just agree that handcuffs really hurt.
They can, absolutely.
I mean, they really hurt.
They're uncomfortable.
I mean, almost.
Do you have any call for you?
Okay.
You got a call? Is this
I'll be in just a second.
Thanks. I don't mean to take up too much of your time, Mr. Harvey, but you know, I've changed my approach. Now I come in and I just announce this is a First Amendment audit. I'll be filming everything in here, and then I want to have that discussion because I want you, Mr. Harvey, because you only got 8 years left before you're going to get your full pension and retire, right? I would like you to take the mantra that I've shared with you and consider other ways of detainment besides cuffs. Okay. And says, okay, I can't say handcuffs. Yeah. You can't say torture cuffs, so we'll call them cuffs. Okay. I want you guys to look at changing it and go to because even if I had smacked my wife, which I wouldn't do, but once I'm on camera right here and you say, hey, the judge and God and everybody else is watching you, you don't have to violate your Fifth Amendment, but are you going to do what I ask you to do? Yeah. Nod my head, yes.
And that's something legislation would have to.
Well, no, each police department sets their own Terry policies.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah.
It's tough.
But each and every different department sets policy around Terry versus Ohio. Yeah. Every single police department in America, that's a fact. Every year the Department of Homeland Security comes out with...
Keep talking about the digital detainment, though. Maybe it'll catch on somewhere.
Well, I needed to catch on with you.
Okay, I'm not going to say yes, we'll do that.
But
you've planted a seed, that's something to think about.
Right, and then you can plan it up to the next guy and to the next guy, and you guys can talk about this. I'm actually going to show it. I'm actually going to show what digital detainment looks like in a video that I'm producing now. Oh, very cool. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'll shake your hand. Thanks for your time.
Yes.
Appreciate your time. All right. I know you. Thanks. Have a nice day, Mr. Harvey. Any other places around here that I can film that are in public area besides this lobby?
For the police department?
Yeah.
This is really it. Just the perimeter.
Just the perimeter?
Yeah.
All right. I'll do a little walk around here.
Okay.
Thanks for your time. Have a good one. The Monrovia police have trucks. They got a couple trucks. That's a pickup truck right there. North Carolina Tyrant Hunter is in DLZ chat. What's up, North Carolina Tyrant Hunter? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for copping by. I appreciate it. He's in DLZ Clips chat if you guys want to say hello to North Carolina Tyrant Hunter. Got Brick over there as well. Yeah, torture cuffs are always torture. Torture cuffs are always, and then they got this gated area here. I got my glasses on still, so I got to take these things off pretty quick here. Hey, thanks for coming, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm still rolling on DLZ Clips here. Thank you for coming. I super appreciate it. It means the absolute world to me that you guys show up and watch what we're doing. That's me and my dog, Charlie. So that is... It looks like it ends right there, and then this looks like that's the cop shop here. This looks like this is the cop shop right here. Yeah, I'm using two different phones, two different YouTube accounts. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get it out there, you know what I mean? Go by the website Delete Lawz and get a trifold, get a cop card. Trifold's called the Fifth Amendment Trifold. It's on DeleteLawz.com with a Z. Go to Delete Lawz and get a trifold for sure. This looks like a little, it's a little book stash. A little book stash there, right there. Can I get a Team DLZ? Put it in the chat for me, would you? Team DLZ, put it in the chat. So I got a bootlicker over here. Take a look what this guy says. You're walking around looking for trouble. That's a whole gimmick. Sucks, bro. Do something else that's sustainable. Actually, Michael, you know, I just mentioned a second ago that I sell those trifolds. You know, I mean, I make a pretty decent living selling trifolds and cop cards, and it helps a lot of people. I've seen lots of videos of people reporting back to me that the trifold and the cop cards help them. So I guess, Michael, you'd be wrong. I mean, I don't, you know, it is what it is. I'm just being honest, you know, keeping it real with you, dude. So I created something out of thin air, and that's my business and my product. You know, knowledge plus ability equals product. I'm not sure if you know that or not. So you might want to take a look at that. Right on. You got a trifold? Michael, you're getting tore up on DLZ Maine. You're getting tore up. You're getting wrecked up from the neck up, man. People are really talking a lot of trash about you, Michael. Oh, man, I'm sorry to see that. And then they got these old school police lights out here where they light up. North Carolina Tyrant Hunter was here for a couple minutes. Good to see him, man. I watch all your videos, dude. I mean, it's funny because, you know, before I was ever a public person and I was making videos and teaching rights and stuff like that, I was a fan of First Amendment auditors and watching YouTube videos. So this is something I've done. I've probably watched, I would say I probably watched, I don't know how many thousands and thousands and thousands of police videos of people filming police and auditing and filming pullovers and filming stuff like that. So I've been doing it for a really long time, you know, a really long time. Matter of fact, you can even trace my roots back. If you go back to Photography is Not a Crime in 2012, I guess it would be 2012. Around then, you know, I was doing some writing on that website, Photography is Not a Crime. So I've been doing this for a really long time, and that was with Carlos Miller. Carlos Miller was one of the original OGs. And then the auditors for Photography is Not a Crime are two auditors that you may have heard of. One was called Honor Your Oath, and the other is called Batasow, Philip Turner. So that's how long I've been in this. So that was 2012. That's 14 years ago, 15 years ago. It could have even been before then. So I've actually talked to Carlos Miller, and I want to get him on a show and sit down and have a conversation with him, but I haven't had that opportunity yet. How's that limp, brother? How's that limp?
How you doing?
Okay, man, doing all right. So yeah, you know, look, it's you know, we got to change out the handcuffs. The torture cuffs have got to go. And it's funny because, you know, when you talk to police, they'll often tell you that the handcuffs are not torture, but we absolutely know. Listen, there's 1,000 people watching. You guys got to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Would you do that for me real quick? Sorry, Michael, you're not gonna, you know, it's, you know, look, you can be a bootlicker all you want, and that's fine. But the truth is, man, we have a major problem with police in America, and it has to be addressed, and somebody has to address it. And I believe that until one of us gets into a position of leadership where we can change policy, procedure, and protocol, I don't think much will change, because every copper that I talk to, oh, that's above my pay grade. Oh, I couldn't do that. You could. You actually could. So appreciate all the support and all the love, you know. Well, of course, someone says, oh, they disagree strongly. Of course they may disagree strongly, because, you know, they got that cop stick so far down their throat. It's like going to a P. Diddy party. What's up, Playboy? Did he just drop a P. Diddy reference? Yes, he did. Butch, the original, over on DLZ Clips. I think some people went over there because, and North Carolina Tyrant Hunter was in there. All right, listen, I got a million things I got to do today. Listen, Team DLZ is up today. TeamDLZ.com. You guys will be able to join Team DLZ, and you'll be able to see what I'm actually doing every day, constantly. It is a lot of work, but at the same time, if I build this out, yo, Brett, I was trying to reach you, man. Brett Rhea, I was trying to reach you. Can you send me an email, man? Brett Rhea, can you send me an email? Les OTVO. Thanks, I appreciate it. Can I get an OTVO? Can you put it into the chat for me real quick? OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat for me if you would, please. All right, listen, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I can't see a lot. My arms are starting to hurt from holding up these two phones like this. All right, I'm gonna get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.